very good morning. Thank you so much once again for joining us on the Cente Show. My name is Nora Sende and you're watching Uganda Catholic Television. Thank you once again. Now this is the Cente Show, as I've said. It is proudly brought to you by Centenary Bank. As you know, Centenary Bank is one of the leading microfinance institutions the microfinance bank in Uganda. It is really committed to Ugandans, so much so that it's serving over a quarter of the banking population in Uganda. But not just that, it has around 81 branches and then 207 ATMs and over 7,408 active Cente Agents and other many digital platforms. Centenary Bank is really here to serve us all. That's one thing for sure. And today in studio, we are going to talk about one thing that is on season right now, and that is taking back children to school. Be it a parent, a guardian, you will feel that heat during this time of the year. It is very stressful sometimes and very overwhelming an experience for everyone, almost really. If you are a caretaker, a guardian, a parent, you just know that this time sometimes can mean to be overwhelming. But Centenary Bank is here to ease our pain and make our lives a little bit better. As you know, the stress of school fees and scholastic materials and then transport, sometimes you just need a hand in there. And so today in studio, we'll be sharing ways in which the bank is going to cushion guardians or parents and the school owners as they plan to return their children to school. Well, with me in studio today, we have Arinetwe Isaac. Isaac is the manager of business banking. Isaac, you're so welcome.
Well, thank you, Madam Nora Sinde. Good morning, viewers and listeners. My name is Arinetwe Isaac, manager of business banking at Centenary Bank.
You're just the right person to talk to at this time. It is a time of rush, heat, and it gets, like I said in my opening remarks, it gets overwhelming and sometimes it gets stressful.
True.
You know, because
True.
You can imagine some guardians and parents have more than 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, you know, not just children of their own, but also maybe dependents and relatives. And sometimes you just need to juggle and you're like, okay, where am I going to get all these finances to cater for this at this period in time? You just want to understand exactly how are you helping in cushioning parents from the challenges that are happening right now in regards to the school fees. How is Centenary Bank doing that?
Well, thank you very much once again. It is really a stressful moment for parents, guardians, and so school owners as well. We have all gone through this, but Centenary Bank tells you, here we are. Please don't worry. Don't worry. You are covered with Centenary Bank. What Centenary Bank has done in this school-going period, we have customized loan facilities that address the challenges of school fees payment, scholastic materials, and the like. So guardians, parents, school owners, you don't need to worry. Just visit one of the Centenary branch, just as we mentioned, about 81. Our staff are very willing and welcoming, ready to support you.
Well, that's really nice.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
Centenary Bank is always really there for us in different ways.
True.
When it comes to the environment, Centenary Bank is there. When it comes to different spheres, agriculture, building, land. And I'm so glad that actually Centenary Bank has come in handy at a time when it's, parents and guardians really need it. Yeah. There is a question, however, someone may exactly really want this loan and they're not exactly sure of if they qualify for the loan. Give us some of the requirements that someone may actually need in order to access these loans. What customers or guidance must have in order to acquire the loans.
Well, thank you. Our viewers and listeners need to know that The requirements are very simple and attainable. One, you must be a bank customer with national ID. You must have a verifiable source of income because these loans have to be paid back. Okay?
Yeah.
So you must have a verifiable source of income, have an account with Centenary Bank, and that's all. And when it comes to school fees payments, just as we are juggling here this period, at least you have something that proves that you really need school fees, be it like an admission to the universities, circulars for schools, just to prove that really the purpose will be for school fees.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you only have to prove that actually the purpose will be for school fees and the few requirements that you have said.
Yeah, only.
Some people have a fear that actually when it comes to things like loans, it may take a little time. And you know, school fees is something that is very immediate.
True.
Tell us about the time that someone will actually wait until they access this loan, because sometimes you feel like things like school fees cannot wait for a long time.
Yeah, with Centenary Bank, we are very fast. For example, we always have like our recurrent borrowers, the repeat borrowers, those who have been borrowing with us. That one needs actually like 1 or 2 days for the loan to actually some are served within hours.
Isaac.
Yeah.
Yes. Really.
Yeah, they're served within hours. Because if you have the current records, you don't really need much. So ours recurrent borrowers 1 2 days, okay, fine, maximum.
Yes.
Then for the new borrowers, if they meet the requirements, 2 3 days to be done.
2 to 3 days?
2 to 3 days.
This is wonderful.
Yeah.
This is wonderful news, actually.
Yeah. But also, new borrowers can as well be served within a day.
Within a day?
Within a day, depending on how they quickly fulfill the requirements. Yeah.
I trust your services, and I trust really the speed and the effectiveness and the efficiency of your system.
Yeah.
That's one thing for sure. And when you tell me that I can actually access a loan in a day, a school fees loan,
Sure,
I mean, that is wonderful news.
Yeah.
You don't have to stress and wait and feel like, oh, when is this ever going to happen? Which is really wonderful news for every parent really out there that would want to access school fees for his child or his children, but really they do not have the money. Centenary Bank is here really to help us, and this is very wonderful news for anyone out there. I know someone out there could actually be wondering, how can parents or guardians really access these loans?
Well, thank you. Centenary Bank moves ahead of technology. That's what I can tell you. We move ahead of technology. Like the loans I've told you that we can be accessed within hours. Actually, it can even be minutes. For example, loans that goes up to 5 million can be acquired through Cente mobile loans. One just needs to be registered on Cente mobile app, then self-service. Self-service, answer a few questions, input, and you get served. Doesn't that one sound much good?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
really.
That means in 1 2 minutes you are served, you have already your loan.
Oh yes.
Then for loans that are above 5 million, that one needs a physical interface with our clients. They just need to go through, they visit any of the branches and they are served very fast. That's how we handle it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could you actually just dig a little bit into the details of how the bank would actually advise parents and guardians to how to navigate this very complex period, especially those that are struggling really to meet their financial demands, and things like a new school that is very demanding, and they really need the financial support?
Well, thank you, Madam Nora. Guardians, parents, and school owners don't need to worry. Just visit Centenary Bank in a branch across the country and you'll be served. We help our customers in all ways. The school owner actually, right from the chain of education. Centenary Bank, we value that, and everybody in the value of education, the chain, is catered for. For example, we are juggling with, as parents and guardians, we need fees, okay? We need fees, but also the suppliers who supply schools with scholastic materials, uniforms and what, they also need funding, you understand?
Yes.
Yeah. Then the school owners, most parents don't pay on time, but guess what? They have the kids at school, they need to feed them. So equally, they also need money. So Centenary comes in and support them. Schools need infrastructure development. We finance construction of structures, buses, means of transport. Yeah, you understand. So that's how Centenary bridges in education sector and ensure that everybody is covered. So we advise our dear listeners, kind of have an account with Centenary Bank, have a verifiable source of income. Just visit any branch of Centenary Bank, you will be served and you will be smiling. Otherwise, we don't want a situation of a child has not reported. You know how stressful it is. We are all both parents. A child spend a day without reporting. We all know how it sounds. That situation we wouldn't like really to happen when Centenary Bank is really available and have such a tailored products to serve our people.
Yes, very interesting. There's very tailored products really to meet everyone's need. But I also like the fact that these products are actually very tailored for the seasons, you know.
True.
So at this point in time, back to school, Centenary Bank has got you catered. Like Isaac can say it, smiling all the way. This time smiling all the way to Centenary Bank. Yes, we want the parents to smile all the way to Centenary Bank, really.
True.
Speaking about smiling all the way to Centenary Bank, we need to just understand if so many parents out there or guardians still have maybe a running loan with Centenary Bank, and we'll just want to understand, is it also easy for them to access, how easy is it for them to access this particular loan of going back to school if they already have a running loan within the same bank?
Yeah, thank you. I think maybe I forgot to mention where I said like the recurrent borrowers. Idea these are clients that have existing loans.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. This school fees loan is serviced, can be serviced alongside another existing loan, one or two, provided your cash flows can support. And most importantly, our clients, those especially that have serviced their facilities to halfway, they also qualify to get these loans.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you kind of mentioned earlier on that you are leveraging technology and using this so that someone does not necessarily have to go through the hustles and bustles of coming to you directly to the bank. Just explain that a little bit more to someone in the village out there who feels like he may not be able to access this loan, but you actually explained a little bit that they can get it even through their mobile phones, right?
Yeah.
Dig a little more into that, because I found that very important in a world that is going digital and services are just, you know, at your fingertips. Centenary Bank is making it really easy for you out there to actually access this loan. Just stress that point a bit.
Yeah, well, thank you. When it comes to technology, just as I told you that we are ahead of technology, you just need to have your mobile phone registered on Cente Mobile. Once that one is done, you fill in you go on the Centenary Bank app, mobile app, you fill in a few questions, and you access your facility. You access your loan. Okay? Right from your bedroom, right from your sitting room, the marketplace, in the wherever you are. And the good enough with that, once you get your loan, you can also use the school pay code. You know, recent gone are the days where people queue in the bank and start spend hours
You're right.
paying for at least with technology, most of the schools have enrolled on school pay platforms. So a child is given, child is given a unique school pay code. So you pull your loan on phone, then pay by the school pay code, and man goes, the child goes back to school. Yeah.
Very, very good thing there.
Yeah.
Using and leveraging technology in order to actually bring the services closer to people and then support the communities in such a very needy time, in such a time that we need it the most, actually.
Yeah.
So Centenary Bank is basically helping everyone grow in different spheres, you know. The beauty about it is that the services are actually come to you, they extend to you remotely in different ways through technology. And it is also serving different sectors. In my opening remarks, I remember I said how Centenary Bank helps in different sectors in our lives, really, when you look at it. We have the agriculture, the climate, and all these other industry. And so the education sector is one of those places that Centenary Bank is really here to support. And tell us how the bank is supporting the entire education sector really in this regard.
Well, thank you. Centenary Bank has always chipped in. You have seen it all over across. We help schools with dustbins to manage the garbage, water tanks to harvest rainwater. Yeah, we have chipped in and given tents for some of the schools that either don't have classrooms or whose classrooms have been temporarily been affected by like weather changes and what. So we chip in and support the education sector.
Yes.
Yeah.
But why do you think this kind of support is actually important, especially for the education sector? Someone may say, well, why don't we just put the support elsewhere? Why do you think this is important?
Yeah, that shows you the commitment and the love Centenary Bank really have towards our people. We all know the value of education. We value education. We all, between me and you, we all know the hassle the school goes through.
Right.
So we must ensure that the future generation really is well shaped, and you can only achieve that when you tackle the education part.
Yes. You earlier on hinted also about how it helps school owners, proprietors of schools.
Yeah.
Actually, give a little more detail into that, because our emphasis has been really on the parent and the guardian, and then we're like, okay, how exactly do you come in on the other side and help also the school owners? Yes. Yeah,
thank you very much again. School owners actually they don't need to worry. Now imagine a situation. We're just saying we have facilities for school fees and scholastic materials, okay?
Yeah.
But then you find out that not everybody may qualify for the same. So what does this mean? It means that this parent will send a child to school without school fees. What if half of the population just goes empty-handed without paying school fees? You understand?
Yes.
School owners also need to feed them. You feed the students, you pay teachers, you meet the bills, water, electricity. Mention it. Where do these school owners get the money? They come to Centenary Bank. We have facilities, actually soft loans for schools. I will talk about the soft loans that are very, very instant, which we give based on their school fees collection. Provided the schools have the school collection accounts, we give them the facilities. They stock foodstuffs. They serve the population. Okay, then parents pay later. Yeah, in most cases, some parents always pay at the beginning of the term, maybe at the closure of the term. Leave alone the strict schools, which always say, even on a school pay code, there is a a maximum amount, whereby below that you can't pay. But those are the few schools, you understand? So we come in and say, what? Come on, guys. School owners don't die of stress. Come, we give you facilities, serve the population, the parents will pay, and we shall recover the money slowly. Then, I talk of the infrastructure. The population is growing. The classroom blocks, the hostels that you had some 3-4 years back can no longer accommodate the growing population. You understand? So we facilitate construction of more structures, expansion of the schools, neighboring whatever you want to expand. Is like you have an annex or expansion by a neighbor's property. Please come in. We give you facilities for land acquisition. You understand? The transport means, buses, coasters, name them. We finance purchase of the same. So that's how we chip in for the school owners.
That's very
Maybe
great
you
support.
didn't mention of the suppliers. I think in my earlier remarks I mentioned about the suppliers. Yeah, we have people who have contracts with schools. They supply right from the foodstuffs, the uniforms, sweaters, and what. You understand? But these guys don't have money. The school cannot advance funds as in a prepayment for booking because the schools also don't have money because parents have not paid. You understand?
Yeah.
So we're saying you have a contract to supply XY schools. Okay? Bring that contract, bring that local purchase order, and we cash it. We have you settled. So you can see how passionate Centenary Bank is.
It sounds really good. And you make it sound really easy. Is it that easy?
And that's how it is. And that's how it is.
That is how it is. I totally believe.
Yeah, that's how it is.
You know, Isaac, that some parents out there really that would, when times are really hard, they would go to a relative, say an uncle, an auntie, a brother or a sister, especially for things like this. Just explain to us why would you tell them, you know, it's important that you consider Centenary Bank before you actually turn to your relative or your friend during this hard time? What is the big advantage there, really?
Yeah, actually, that is what we are trying to avoid. Nor I will believe that a problem does not know boundaries. Okay? You find yourself seeking help or assistance from even a person you really take months or years without saying hi. But because there's a problem, you're driven first to to check on them, and there is a way it looks awkward.
Yes.
We are saying those people, those relatives of ours also have problems. Only that they don't tell you.
They're also coming to you.
They also come to us. We give them facilities. They are shouldering their burden. They are managing it.
Right.
That's why we are saying it is okay. It is okay. Don't worry. Centenary Bank is available and here to help you. Just go to Centenary Bank. If you don't have an account yet, open an account. Have self-service. Have customized services. They will just see you moving, and say, oh, Yachikuba.
Isn't that interesting, Isaac?
Yeah.
And then sometimes we don't want to let the whole world know what issues we're going through.
Yeah, everybody, by the way, everybody has a problem. Everybody has a problem, irrespective of their status. You might think they are well off, but they also have challenges, surely. So don't carry your burden to a neighbor, to a relative. Just bring your burden to us. We shall have you sorted.
That is very nice to know, really.
Yeah.
The part that really was very interesting is how you take a while and then the only phone call that comes in is when you need something.
Yes, it happens. It happens.
And it happens really.
Yeah.
Because really that is life. So is
Yeah.
life. It happens in our day to day.
Yeah.
And Centenary Bank is really here to help parents and guardians really give them a cushion and a soft spot, especially at this very stressful time where, you know, parents are trying their level best to get school fees, to get the school fees requirements actually, to take their children back to school. We are watching the Cente Show. I am so glad that you're with us this morning as we actually discuss back to school period. Centenary Bank is here. For now, we are taking a short break, but we'll be right back with so much more. Thank you. It is the Cente Show. My name is Nora Osende. I am discussing back to school with Isaac Ainitwe, who is the manager of business banking at Centenary Bank. Centenary Bank is always catering for ourselves. It's helping us, supporting us in different spheres of life. We've had just recently actually concluded the council run that was supported by Centenary Bank, very noble cause there. And right now, students are going, or pupils are going back to school. Centenary Bank is really here for us in these very overwhelming and stressful moments. Just at the right time, it brings out tailor-made packages, and we can't thank Centenary Bank enough. Isaac, welcome back from that break.
Thank you.
Centenary Bank is doing very wonderful things, especially when it comes to this season right now, cushioning parents and guardians who are having stressful time, especially with taking back their children to school.
Okay.
So the loan that Centenary Bank offers when you're going back to school, because you know when it comes to going back to school, it's a different thing when you need school fees, you know, and requirements. And then in the middle of the time, there comes things like a trip, examination fee somewhere. How does Centenary Bank help parents in these midterm crises, if at all someone needs it? Would it just end at school fees at that point, at the beginning, or midterm there where, you know, a school sends you a letter that, oh, there's a trip that's coming in 2 weeks, and there's this that's coming, and there is also, we've heard of some students who don't really even have registration fees, you know. Yeah, tell us how Centenary Bank comes in there, if it can, that is.
Yeah, thank you very much. With Centenary Bank, I told you we have customized products. These products, we serve what the customers need, not what we think should be done. We get feedback from our customers, and we know a term runs for 3 months, a semester 6 months, you understand? But remember, as you get these facilities, we don't say at the beginning of the term, just as we've come. Even during the term, those, we call them what? Unavoidable or abrupt school requirements just chip in, because I mean, if the student doesn't or misses registration, all the effort that you have had put in right from the beginning of the course will be wasted ideally. So this is what I was saying. You have a running loan, let's say school fees loan that you got at the beginning of the term. But remember, every month you'll be paying. Before, maybe at the middle of the term, you've paid, let's say, two installments of the 3 installments which are covering like the term. So we give you another facility, which we always call it a top-up, and we offset the other one. And you're covered. You understand? If the semester, the same. So we move with you. Remember what I said, bring your burdens to us. We shall always see ways on how to navigate with you. We help you, and serve you without causing any injury, psychological torture to this child.
Surely.
Yeah.
One thing that really worries parents sometimes is actually the interest loans on different kind of loan products. Tell us a little bit about what would interest a parent to go in for a Centenary Bank loan compared to what else is on the market.
Wow, thank you very much. I think it is on record that Centenary Bank has the cheapest loans. We have the cheapest loans. You have seen, actually I've seen in the advert during the break, the 1.67% per month is slightly low. It's slightly low. Our loans are affordable, very cheap. I can assure you, just visit Centenary Bank, you will never regret.
Right.
Because we have affordable facilities. Yeah.
And then we have a category of parents also who say, well, I do not really earn a monthly salary, from a formal institution, and I really need a loan. I really need a school fees loan. But she or he is a farmer and has money that comes in, not exactly structured and regular like, the one that of a salary earner. How best would you advise this to actually come in and support them in that regard without necessarily feeling like they can't approach Centenary Bank for such a loan because they are not necessarily in a salary loan structured kind of arrangement?
Well, thank you very much once again. Just as we said, our facilities are customized. Remember, we said among the requirements of accessing a loan in Centenary Bank, you have an account, that national ID, and emphasized on verifiable source of income. That source of income is good if brought it as a standalone. We're not saying we are focusing on these clients with formal employment where you get a salary, NORA has been paid end of month, and no. We have our customers cut across different sectors. We have these people in agriculture whose incomes are generated after harvest. Okay, the timely payments are available. The monthly installments for these people who earn on almost a daily. Now, like these people in the markets, they generate revenue on a daily basis. So at the end of the month, that person will be in position to pay on a monthly. The other farmer will be in position to pay after harvest, that is 3 months, 6 months, you understand, depending on the seasonality and which product, which crops or animals they are involved in, you understand.
Right.
So our loans are structured in accordance to the cash flow pattern of our clients.
Okay.
Yeah.
A little more detail into that. Sometimes we have families that have more than 1 or 2 children, and does that affect the loan? Does it change anything? How would you advise such a parent? Or it's just about the money that you need for school fees? It has nothing to do with the number of children, the little nitty-gritties in there.
Actually, I advise our clients when they're approaching banks for loan processing issues to be prudent, and some parents submit their requirements in a piecemeal. For example, you have a candidate who's registering for, let's say, UNEB, and you say, I need 3 million for that course. And you don't disclose the fact that there is also a young one who in a week or 2 weeks will also need like 1 or 2 millions. So I would advise our clients to always come with the simple one package, get all the requirements, what you need, as in to cover for the school fees. School fees and the scholastic requirements. Make a request at once, then we finance your financial needs. But we also need to know that we always base on your financial capacity, your cash flow capacity to service the loan. Yeah. Sometimes you may find out your bill or your budget is, let's say, 10 millions. But then when you verify and ascertain your income sources, they can only be in position to support a loan of, let's say, 7 millions. So in this, we regret and say, let's finance the 7 millions.
Right.
But I believe we'd have also added a brick or a relief to you other than letting you go without that service.
Surely.
Yeah.
Now, Isaac, when we turn our heads back to education, we all know that education is really a very long journey, right from nursery, and then we go to primary, secondary, university, and so we just try to understand, is this for the moment right now as students are going back to school, or can parents also plan ahead of the different milestones in the education of their children and understand that, okay, I want to get a loan through this period, through, let's say, primary, the most of my primary, and then this is how I'll be repaying it, or is it at per timely basis? You could elaborate this a little more.
Well, I would advise that we always finance a need as and when it arises. Okay? Because I don't know whether I got your question very well. It sounds somehow unusual for one to, let's say, I want a loan that will cover 3 years. Okay? I want to make a prepayment of my whether 1 or 2 children for term 1, term 2, term 3 in the P1, also P2, P3, something like that. It sounds, why do you bite something that is ahead?
Right.
We always believe that we can cross the river when we reach there. You don't know, because school fees structures also change with time. The school administrators and the school owners also chip in some kind of inflation element. What if school fees is increased, but you paid, your term payment was, school fees term was 500,000, was 1 million, and you have made a prepayment of, let's say, 3 terms. What if it changes and it is increased? So we always want to serve a purpose as and when it falls due.
Surely.
Yeah.
Isaac, give parents advice, especially for a parent out there who feels, well, they've gotten this loan, but they fear falling into that space where they have not exactly paid back in time. What advice would you give them?
Well, I advise our parents, our customers who could have such challenges. When we are advancing facilities, we base on the past, that is the historical information of your business performance. Or if you're a salary earner, you have had salary and we know you get your 100,000. And ideally, when we are advancing a facility, we base on your current income. Okay, but we don't have a control on the future. We don't. It's only God that has control over the future. So we believe that things change along the way. What you projected did not come exactly as you anticipated. We say, please don't hide there, come over to the bank. Come, approach us, and we sit down on the table, we discuss this issue, and we navigate on how to go about it. Yeah, we have had such incidences, and we have managed them successfully.
Right.
Actually, maybe on top of that, what I didn't tell our viewers and listeners is that Centenary Bank does not only does not only give loans, education loans. We have a number of loans, and we also have a number of services that we do give to our customers. Let's say, for example, financial advisory services to teachers, to parents, so that they can make informed decisions. You understand? Yeah, we have been in this, we are tested, and we call ourselves your financial doctors. Yeah, when you visit a doctor, you disclose what we call full disclosure. You disclose, and the doctor diagnose and give you a solution to the problem. Yeah, so we also give advisory services to parents, to school owners, on how to make informed decisions.
Really?
Yeah.
And that's really actually a very good name, eh? Financial doctor, really.
Yeah.
Centenary Bank is here actually to support all the parents and guardians that are taking back their children to school at about this point in time. It can be a very stressful moment. It can be very challenging one way or the other. And Centenary Bank just makes it easy with back to school loan. Isaac, tell us a little bit more if there is anything else that you have not told the viewer out there, and then closing remarks before we can actually head out.
Thank you very much once again. What I may say, we are very grateful for hosting us, and we call upon our listeners, please visit a Centenary Bank branch. In a Centenary branch, you will be served. Embrace the use of technology. Ensure that you have your mobiles registered on the Cente mobile app, and you serve yourselves. The good thing and the beauty with Centenary Bank is that it is widely spread. You've talked of the 81 branches, the agency points, the ATM points, and we are still expanding. We want to ensure that services are brought closer to the people. At one time, they will, Centenary, you will be serving yourself without moving from your sitting room, and we have started. So let our customers embrace the use of technology, Cente app, use of our alternative channels, because it is also another hassle of lining in banks, spending a lot of time. That is, we all know that time is money. So let them embrace this innovation, the technologies that we have brought on board. Where they think they need advice, let them approach any of the Centenary Bank. They will be advised on different aspects relating to the financial matters. And our interested customers can as well access our facilities or our services on Centenary Bank website at www.centenarybank.co.ug, and we also have our dedicated, committed customer service team where they can reach toll-free lines. We have two. They have been shown on the screen, but they can also reach us on 0800-200-555, and another one is 0800-335344. So we are here as Centenary Bank to support you, to help you, to empower you. Your growth is really what we believe in, because we cannot exist where you are not there. We want to see you growing, our dear customers. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you so much, Isaac. And we really appreciate the support that Centenary Bank is giving to us as Ugandans. We support each and everything, the services that are delivered straight to us without a hassle, the time that is very short to get these loans, the interest rates that are really, really low, that is very affordable. It just makes life a little easier and better for everyone. And that is what Centenary Bank really does. Thank you so much, Isaac, for coming in.
Welcome. Thank you very much for hosting us.
And we would like to thank you for staying with us on the Cente Show. We have been actually discussing back to school. Isaac has given you the nitty-gritties of all the information that you may need to want to know about the back to school Centenary Bank loan. Well, do not forget that every Thursday we're here from 10 to 11, just talking about the different support services that Centenary Bank offers. Do not forget that it is actually serving a quarter of the banking population in Uganda, and it has 81 branches, 207 ATMs, 7,408 active Cente Agents, and so many digital platforms. I mean, does it get any better than this? Thank you, Centenary Bank, and thank you for watching. I'm Nora Sende. Do take care and have a good day.
Thank you.